Hi friends, welcome back to your practice. Welcome back to my channel. I am Katie Arnold, and today's gentle practice is a focus on neck and shoulders. Now there's so much more goodness that is going to come from this practice, but that's where we're kind of putting a lot of our focus today. Props wise, you are going to want one block or something that can replace a block. Think about a supported bridge pose, so something you can slide underneath your hips. That could be a thicker pillow or a block or a rolled up blanket or a chunky towel, something like that. I am also sitting on a small cushion right now just because I like a little bit of elevation in my hips for seated postures. That's just to make it a little bit more comfortable, so that's totally optional for you. All right, we are going to get started in a seated position. So roots down, crown high, finding length through the spine. Take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out of an open mouth. Think about settling into your practice. You might take a few more of those cleansing breaths if that feels supportive. Big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, take your arms out nice and wide. And then exhale, right hand behind your head. Left hand is going to come to the low back. So inhale, open those arms out wide. And then exhale, switch. Left hand to the back of the head, back of the right hand to that low back. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, switch. So we're moving towards that Gomukhasana. We're not actually going to get there today. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale as you switch. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and switch. Really think about the spine staying long. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, switch. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands move. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands to the back. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, arms out. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Last time, exhale. And then inhale, arms reach out nice and wide. And exhale, find a bind at your low back. So we're going to clasp our hands together. Take a breath in, puff that chest up just for a moment. Pull those shoulder blades back. And then exhale, take that bind to the outside of the left hip. And then let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. Stretching out the left side of the neck. Two more. Inhale, lift the head back up through center. And we're just going to switch that bind to the other side. And then let the left ear drop down towards the left shoulder. So the bind is on the opposite hip. Inhale, lift that head back up through neutral. Release that bind. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. So if you're using a cushion, you can slide that out. If you're sitting on the edge of a blanket or something like that, you could always bring that underneath your knees. And then wrists are going to come underneath those shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, coming through your cow pose. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest for cat. So inhale, we find that cow, heart shines forward, gaze pulls forward. Exhale through cat, spine rounds, pulling up towards the ceiling. Inhale, belly drops, heart shines forward through cow. Exhale through your cat. Moving nice and gently with your breath. No rushing this movement, no rushing the breath. Take one more round here. Coming back to that neutral tabletop position and just start to walk your feet back. We're going to lower all the way down onto our bellies, hands underneath those shoulders, elbows hugging in. Inhale, lift your head and your chest, little baby cobra. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale, lift baby cobra, not a ton of weight in those hands. Exhale and lower. Inhale as you lift, just activating that backside body. Exhale and lower. Two more, moving with our breath. Last one like this. And this time we're going to inhale, lift, and then pause and hold. Stay connected to your breathing. If this becomes painful or too much, you lower back down, but we won't be here too much longer. Really think about finding that strength, finding the activation. One more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. And then we're going to press ourselves up and back to a child's pose, hips over heels. Arms can reach forward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Two more. Slowly lift yourself up and roll onto one hip. Swing your legs around in front of you. We're going to lower all the way down onto our backs. Make sure that your block or replacement for your block is nearby. We're going to lower all the way down. Feet are going to stay planted, knees up towards the ceiling. So take your arms long by your side. Press into your feet, press into your hands, and inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift those hips. Exhale, lower. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more like this. And then press into your feet. Inhale, lift. And we're going to pause in this bridge pose. So you can keep those arms long by your side, or you can start to walk your shoulder blades a little further underneath your body. You might clasp your hands together and press that bind down into your mat. Full breath in and out. That low body is activated here as well. Think about finding length in the spine, through the neck. Big breath in. Exhale, release that bind. If you have it, walk those shoulder blades back out. Slowly lower the hips back down to the mat. Once they hit, we'll gently windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then coming back through that neutral position, plant your feet down, press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips, and then slide that block. It can either be on the lowest height or maybe up on the medium height. We're going to slide it underneath the low back and then adjust it so that way the sacrum is resting down and supported by your block. And then we'll pause here. Connect to the breath. Let yourself soften. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Remove the block from underneath and slowly lower yourself back down. Once you get there, both knees come into your chest. Just take some gentle rocks side to side. Inhaling at center. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Gentle twist. Inhale back through to center. And exhale, drop the knees to the other side. Inhale back through to center. And extend your legs out long, landing in your Shavasana. Arms resting down by your side. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Let yourself relax. If you need to make any adjustments to get a little bit more comfortable, you can allow yourself to do so. Big breath in through your nose. One more time, let it go. Gently reawaken the body. Maybe roll around the wrists and the ankles. You might reach long fingertips to toes. And roll over onto your favorite side to find a fetal posture. Gently press yourself up to any seat that feels nice and supportive for you. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me. Om Shanti. Peace. I hope you all are feeling so good after that practice. I love with some of these gentle practices where we can still kind of mix in this idea of stretching, but also strengthening. We can kind of get both without really going too intensely in our practice. And that's all what this class was about today. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back on your mats for your next